Okay, so I am here to tell you how Satan works. Because if you do not know how Satan operates, you have no idea that he's cheating you and he's sitting on your face. So you must know how Satan operates. That's part of, if you ever read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, is you have to know how your enemy works. It's just like I said in my description of the channel. If the United States goes to war with China, do you think that the United States would be wise if they would go find out how Chinese think, how the Chinese operate, what they're doing, what weapons they're amassing, how everything? They would go and check everything. Because if the United States would not do that, United States would just be stupid. So that's what's happening to you as a Christian. When you go to church, they tell you, oh, don't worry about Satan. All you have to worry about is the love of Jesus. But Jesus never said, worry about my love for you. He said, be wise as serpents. He said that for a reason. So I'm here to tell you how, because when he said, be wise as serpents, he's not talking about snakes. He's talking about serpents as in reptilians, the reptilian gods, the serpent gods that are in charge of your planet and your church and your banking system and your job and your family and your roads. Everything is guided by the reptilian serpents, the ones that were in the Garden of Eden that beguiled Eve. That's another story. We're going to talk about it. We're going to take one thing at a time. Because Satan, the reptilians, think in multi-layers, multi-dimensional. You only think one dimension. That's it. Just one dimension. So you're lost, because you need to stop thinking one dimension and start realizing how the Satan thinks in multi-dimension. That's the only way you're going to beat Satan. Now, if you say, oh, I don't have to worry about it because Jesus won the battle. Dude, Jesus won his battle. The thing is, he won the battle, but you are losing the war. That's what's going on. Because it's why you have zero power. You are under the influence of Satan, whether you know it or not. Do you write a bill and pay something every month? That is Satan. Because the Creator didn't say anything about bills or value or money or nothing. The Creator only said, you go into the trees and eat the fruits from the trees. And if you go even before that, because that was actually a counterfeit, before the Garden of Eden, the Creator said, the fruits of the trees and the herbs of the field would be food for you for free, no value. Just go eat it like the stinking birds. Exactly what Jesus said. Said, go observe, go investigate, go study the sparrows. That's the kind of life you should be leading. Not what you're doing now, collecting taxes for the temple, for the frickin' Caesars, giving them money. That's not your job. Your job is to be like the sparrow. That's what it is. But you have been bamboozled, and the whole humanity has been done. And without you knowing, you are inside the belly of Satan. Now, let's go to the parable of the talents. That is very telling. Let's see. Story. Ta-da! The talent story in the Bible. It's in Matthew 25, chapter 25, verse 14 to 30, and Luke 19, 11 to 27. Read them both. But it's basically the first servant received 5 talents. The second one received 2 talents. The third one receives 1 talent. So the story goes that this master gives these people money, because a talent is a measure of money. I forget what it is, like $6,000 per talent. It's some kind of measure, but it's some type of money of the time. And leaves and gives these people this stuff. When he comes back, the master says, all right, come over here. Let's see. Have you built up? What have you done with my wealth? You see, the money. And the first guy, the 5 talent guy, says, I invested and did all this crap and I made 10. And it says, good servant, you come into my house because you're beautiful. Okay. The second one goes over there. Okay, you gave me 2 talents. I went up there and I made 5 talents. So he goes, oh, great. You're the best. You're the best. No. He only makes 2 more. So he just doubled it. So it'd be 4 talents. It wasn't 5. I was confusing with the first one. So it's like the second one got 2 talents. He made 4 talents altogether. So boom. Oh, a talent was a coin worth equivalent about $500,000 to $1 million today. Okay, so it's way more than I thought. I read some other stuff. Anywho, so the third servant doesn't participate in the thing at all. He just takes the money, puts them in a rag, buries it so it's safe, and then when the master comes back, he pulls out the money and goes, here you go. Here's your money. I knew you were a piece of garbage. So here it is. Here's your talent back. And the master says, you slothful and wicked servant, you ought to have invested my money with the bankers. And then takes the third servant and it says, take the talent from this guy and give it to the guy who's got the most. You see? Take it from the guy that's got the least and give it to the guy who's got the most. And take that guy because he's a wicked servant and throw him in jail or fire or name it. I don't know. Read them both because they're slightly different, but they have the same thing. But yeah, so that right there tells you everything you want to know about Satan. Number one, the church. If you ask the church, what is this crap all about? This is what they'll say. Oh, that's God, the Holy Father, the Holy Spirit, or whatever they want to say. It's giving you talents, like a talent. Like, I'm good with piano. I'm good with people because I can hug them and kiss them and whatever. And what you do is you invest that talent, not the money, but like your talent, because they confuse it, talent with talent. So they say you take that money and you invest it in the Holy Spirit and you get extra fruits in the Spirit. So that's how it is. And that's what it is. But it makes no sense because he gives them money. And that's where the telling is because, like I said, in the Garden of Earth, before the Garden of Eden, there was no money. There was no value. In the Creator's system, there's no value. A bird doesn't have to go get a job, get a paycheck, get money, and then pay the Creator for the seeds that he eats off the ground. None of that thing. Jesus, the Creator says, go eat the fruits of the tree and the herbs of the tree for free. No value. So right away, the master deals with money. Money is invented by Satan. Not only money, but value. Value says, oh, this is worth more than this because this only does this something else. So if you want one of these, you have to give me 2 of these for one of these. If you want a cow, you got to give me 2 sheep for a cow or 3 sheep for a cow. And if you want a giraffe, you're going to give me 3 cows for 1 giraffe because, they're long necks, so they're worth more money. They have a value. So it's not just about money. It's about a value system that doesn't exist in the creation. That's why Jesus says, my Father gives rain upon the wicked and the righteous alike. He doesn't even judge or value. Just, here it is. That's what I do. I give. You see? But this is not. This is someone else. This is Satan. So, telling, very important because you'll see this every day, everywhere you go. Okay, so number 1, it's money. Not only that, but as you noticed, if you have $1 today, I don't have $1 here, but if you have $1, it goes down in value. So you have to constantly put it on a wheel and make interest, put it with the bankers, go on Wall Street. All Wall Street's all satanic. It's all from Satan. So there you go, right there. Boom, boom, boom. And then, if you look at the guy that did not want to participate in it, what was done? They took the talent that let's just call it poor. Okay, the poor guy had the talent because he didn't work with it, and he didn't give it to the middle guy because you had the guy that had 10 now, and then you have the guy that had 4 now. And he could have just taken, say, okay, fine, you're a crappy guy. So we're going to take your crap and give it to this guy so now he can get up higher too. Nope, because Satan does not work this way. What happens is takes from the poor and puts it on top of the rich. That's why you have a Bezos. That's why you have a freaking Zuckerberg or an Elon Musk. Because in the creator, everybody's equal. Whereas in the Satan world, the rich get super richy. And the poor, whatever they even have, they take whatever they have. And they give it to the poor, not even the middle class. And that's why the lottery is from Satan. Because Satan takes, through the lottery, takes little money from poor people all over. Takes little, money, because a poor person, if they have $20 a week, that's a lot of money for a poor person. So they take that money from a poor person and they make a big jackpot and they just give it to one person. It's not like they take it from 5 poor people and they give that money to one poor person. So now that person that only has $20, now he's got $150. So he can do something more than his 20, whatever. It's a lot. $20 to a per person is a lot. So if you give them $100, that's a lot more. They can accomplish a lot more. But no, Satan doesn't work that way. Takes from the poor, just say, hey, you're going to be even poorer. And then we're going to take that money and give it to the rich. So right there, Jesus is telling you in the story that this is Satan and this is Satan operational way. That's how Satan operates. Now, keep this in mind because this is a reoccurring theme. Like I said, it's in the lottery, it's in the banking system, it's everything you see. It's all part of Satan. It's not with a creator. So, you've been fed a bunch of garbage from your church. So be careful, because your church God and your church is actually Satan. Now, if you think it's blasphemy, that's because you're operating in fear. And Jesus said, fear not. If you say, oh, it's blasphemy, and if you talk crap about the Holy Spirit, it's an unforgivable sin. So, I don't operate in fear. It doesn't matter. Whatever. That's what Jesus says. Fear not. When you operate in fear of your church, of your God, of your Holy Spirit, you're operating in fear. So, kick the fear. Don't fear the reaper. Goodbye.